Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now let's talk about what President Trump is saying about this war, because there is a report from Axios that he told G7 leaders in a virtual meeting this week that Iran was about to surrender. Joining us now is CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi. Olivia, what are the White House and President Trump saying about the status of this war?
Well, Muko, it's good to see you on this Friday. Yes, we did get this Axios report this morning that the president allegedly on a phone call virtual meeting with the G7 on Wednesday told those world leaders that Iran was about to surrender. Now, this was before we had heard from the new supreme leader of Iran, who gave an address yesterday, or at least a written address that was then read aloud on Iranian state TV. But the president also in that meeting with the G7 allegedly called the leader a lightweight, and saying that no one knows who the leader is of Iran, so there's no one that can announce this surrender, but added that the U.S. is winning this war. However, as we just had laid out by Ellie Watson and Matt Gutman, the regime has shown really no signs of imminent collapse or perhaps a surrender coming anytime soon. Despite all of that, though, the president is still expressing positivity about the trajectory of the war on True Social. He wrote, "We are totally destroying the terrorist regime of Iran, militarily, economically, and otherwise. Yet if you're reading," and he calls out the New York Times, "you would incorrectly think that we are not winning." He said Iran's navy is gone, their air force is no longer, missiles, drones, and everything else are being decimated. He also goes on to say, and this was quite notable, "Watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today. They have been killing innocent people all over the world for 47 years, and now I, as the 47th president of the United States of America, am killing them." The today part of that was quite notable, because we also heard from Secretary Hegseth this morning at the Pentagon that there will be more.
Shalom. Great glory, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Today is Noga, March 13th, 2026, and it's currently 5:09 p.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. All praises to the Most High. This is not the language of a president. This is not the language of a leader. Now, beloved, the entire world is going through this judgment, not only America and Iran or whatever they want to portray out there. First of all, I personally, I am at peace, and I don't care. I know for a fact everything is under control. My power is controlling this. I know this is happening on the behalf of my people. I know whatever that they are showing, those AI fake things where they are saying, "Oh, we are destroying this truck that we showed you here because we destroyed." You know, it's true, because we did destroy it. So we are winning. I don't know why you people went over there and started this war before Jacob's trouble. And this is what the camp was saying, and all the people that were saying, "Oh, Jacob's trouble, they're coming for us. They're gonna be in the hood and dragging our people out and then put us in camps and FEMA and stuff like that." FEMA was dismantled years ago. In 2024, we start to notice 2025, they made it official that FEMA no longer give hands out. Because there are a group of people, whenever they stub their toes and they run to FEMA and they fill up their pockets, and when it happened, like Katrina, the people that's supposed to receive the things did not receive it. A few months ago, there were videos circulating online, TikTok, and other social medias where they were showing the U.S. military service members were eating crabs and lobster. Me personally, I did not know what that meant until a couple of the people that are in the services that are active or inactive member, and they mentioned, hey, this isn't good. This is not a good sign. You guys are about to go to war. You guys are about to die. And here's the thing, beloved. This war that you're seeing here is not something that we just, a few more days and they're like, okay, hey, the war is over and we won. Okay. Let's say which is that not going to happen. You won. You won against what? Against terrorism? You think because I don't know, kill a few of those people, the entire country will submit to you? Oh, Mr. Maduro over there, he's bringing drugs, destroying the community. Now we remove him. So ever since you removed Maduro for about like 3 months now, so there is no drugs in the street. The drugs stop. The cartel, whatever what happened in Mexico a few weeks ago, it does mean that like the plague stop against you. Is that what that is? Look, this war is not something. It's something they never seen before. Something they never fought. Of course, and the New York Times and CNN and Fox News, which is all the same, they are not showing you the real damages. But other people that have stuff out there, they are telling you. That fellow, Sir Benjamin, okay, Mr. Benjamin, Benji himself, I don't know, it is rumored that this fellow is no more. Whether it's true or not, I personally, I do not care. I know for a fact you people are knocking each other's teeth out. One of the main reasons this thing started is because indeed 3i Atlas is there and then it's manipulating you scumbag of doing the dirty work, taking each other out, do things, because that's what you guys are doing out there, knocking each other's teeth out. And the camps, the church cannot wait. One, the church cannot wait for the rapture, which it's not happening, never will be. The camps are waiting Jacob's trouble, so that our people will get raped and beat again and put back into slavery because there was like a black woman twerking in a police car. There was some black dude doing some hish out there, because you know the word black mean you're actually no doubt an Israelite. See, there's a big difference between being an Israelite and being a chosen one. You see, you can be an Israelite, you sold out, you sell out, you sold your people out, you sold your soul, you sold yourself. There's nothing you can do about it. And these camp Negroes, okay, there's a lot of things going on right now. There's this podcast, being there's this podcast and this thing going on out there where the leader of this group is being spotted at the Grammy with 83 and intro stuff. And he's a singer. He got a music called Jacob's Trouble, okay, where he show our people going to Jacob's Trouble. So, and he made a response, and the people are not too happy and stuff like that. So during the day, and they are exposing those guys, and you see people will still go over there, okay? They will still be, hang out with Ish, okay, and do stuff like that. I don't condemn this, because this is who they are. This is not, I don't know, this is not something that is, oh my God, this is,
now let's talk about
this is so shocking. It's not. This is the end where the Holy One is showing the real faces, the real side of whoever's out there. And a lot of those dudes from the beginning, a lot of our people knew that, hey, he or she is not part of this, he or she are not on the best interest of the people. All right? So now you're seeing Sir Trump is speaking like this. He's speaking, we are killing them. What a great honor to do so, because of course, well, he's not talking about killing those people over there. He's talking about killing everyone, everybody, even his own people and himself, because this is a rage quit. You know, I already lost, so I'm gonna rage quit and I'm gonna destroy as many and as much as I can. Not the one that they are not allowed to touch any anointed anymore. They can't. No anointed will be hurt in whatever that they are doing. All the people that are being perished in this thing for a while now is the one that sold out. People always want it to make seems that the righteous are the one that always and will be the one that will catch hell all the time. The wicked are just there, do whatever the hell they want to do. Wicked, by definition, well, at least in the church, is somebody that, you know, go to the club, or somebody that do some Hollywood music or whatever. That's a wicked person. But the priests, those dudes behind closed doors, those pastors, they are not wicked. And a lot of those dudes are catching hell. Before I move to this video and the next videos, the only thing I can do for my beloved out there, Jews and Gentiles alike, is to pray, which I already did. You can go back and look from years of our YouTube channel, both this one, Big Levi, you're watching here, and Big Levi back up. Many prayers, many things were said. I have nothing else to say concerning this situation. The only thing I can do personally is to observe and pray for myself. Now, however, there are certain beloved that have people that are into certain institution out there. There are certain organizations that they are calling back people to get them active and help with this war. Folks are saying, okay, well, this is going to be the war going to be over because we're just going to do this and stuff. So when the war over, if it is over, so you guys going to just not sending troops over there? There will be boots on the ground, and they will call the draft. The draft is still legal, okay? They will call the draft, and they will go for a lot of people. Now, I do understand certain of the anointed one and certain one of the chosen one. You may have family members or people or whoever you are out there, and you didn't know any better, and you're still part of this institution whatsoever. You will need a form of protection. Now, this form of protection, again, Daniel 12:1, if you know, you know. I already told people in many videos before, do not waste my time. My time is extremely precious. If you are not en mesure, if you cannot measure up, please do not waste my time. Do not call me. We have certain things. We got the Michael Pentacles. We have a few more that are coming. If you have family members that are in those institutions, or you yourself in them, do not wait when this draft started and then you will say, Big Levi, please help me out in this. And when the draft started, the price won't be the same. It's going to be outrageous. Just like 4 years ago when we had them, we told the nation, get one now, because in the next coming days, next coming years or weeks, things going to get, and then it get to. Just like we're telling you now, if you feel that you're in need of one and you can measure up, if you have the $5 journey stuck in there, call me and let me know, send me an email, and then we will work on that. Whether if you're a Jew or you're a Gentiles, if you're a Gentiles out there, you don't want to get effed up in things, let me know. With that being said, beloved, let's keep on moving. But then again, do not waste my time.
Was at the New York Times, you would incorrectly think that we are not winning. He said Iran's Navy is gone, their Air Force and this was quite notable. Watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today. They have been killing innocent people all over the world for 47 years, and now I, as the 47th President of the United States of America, am killing them. The today part of that was quite notable because we also heard from Secretary Hegseth this morning at the Pentagon.
And this thing is on all capital, and he's talking, who's been killing and murdering people worldwide? Not those people over there that you guys are saying. It's you guys, and he's taking everybody out. Look at the state of the world, beloved. Look at the state of the world. Look at the weather. Look at the tornadoes. Let me see this. This is the New York Post. Let's play a minute out of this. We played this before. No, let's play that one.
Tonight, jaw-dropping video of this monster tornado barreling across an Illinois highway. Part of a deadly tornado outbreak.
Tornado down. It's on the ground.
That ravaged America's midsection overnight, ripping down power lines. Watch again as this power line appears to spark. And just seconds later,
That's a mother tornado.
here you can see hail pummeling parts of Illinois.
All right, we told you this. The Apocalypse of Abraham, tornado is number 10, of course, thunder, voices, loud boom and stuff like that. But when you go in number 6 right here, increase of hail and snow. All right, thunder voices and destroying earthquake. Thunder voices is another word for the weather, tornadoes, flooding and all that. All right, increase of hail and snow. That's why you see this thing going on. And I'm not making this up. We've been talking about this and it's increasing. Some people don't care because it haven't affected them. Just like those people that used to live in Kankakee, when they watch the program, they're like, Dad, this dude don't know what he's saying. I'm blessed and protected under the blood of Jesus. Up until now.
This photo proves some pieces as big as a baseball. These cars left smashed and dented with windows blown out. At least 17 reported twisters carving a devastating trail from Texas through Illinois to Indiana, where drone video in the small community of Lake Village shows home after home completely destroyed.
I just wanted to hold on to my mom. It was scary.
What was going through your mind?
Just keep my mom right by me.
Mia Wachter and her family huddled in their cinder block laundry room as a massive twister raced toward them.
So, as you can see, the fear is grappling 83. It's all in their midst. They can't go to their pastors. They can't go to their priests. They can't go to their whoever spiritual leaders, or whatever they want to call those people out there, because they have no answers. And they've been trying for a while now to get our people come together and pray for them and pray for things to get back to normal. I can guarantee you, take any 83s that are complaining right now, say, hey, how would you like to change 2026 for 2020 during the lockdown? How would you like to go back to the lockdown? And you'll be surprised of their choices.
Looked like black dirt just spinning.
Now, much of their home and the neighborhood around them gone.
It's just the only place it's ever felt like a home. And it's just weird to see it all now.
There
I
you
don't
go.
recognize it.
And again, beloved, see, when things like that happen, they don't just snap their fingers and then it come back to normal, or they get insurance money, or they got a bunch of money they already had there and then they build it back up again. Things like that take years. Remember, we were doing a Esau's Trouble video where a fellow, he got hit with a tornado a year ago, and he got insurance and stuff like that. And then it was in the midst of repairing the house and stuff like that, putting a new roof. Another tornado came in and destroyed his house. Okay, things like that are sending you years back, man. Years.
Authorities say at least 10 people across multiple states were injured and 2 killed. Family confirming Ed and Arlene Kozlowski died when a reported tornado hit their home. The couple married more than 60 years. Tonight, their memories and the memories of so more than 60 years.
So now you got this couple, 60 years, 6 plus 0. You know what that is, the number. You got those couple, they live their life, man. You know, they enjoyed the blessing. They did a lot of stuff. And then that was their time for them to go together. And then they gone. You know, that's what it is, man. This stuff ain't no joke. You know, and again, they are hiding the numbers. Of course, just like they're saying, oh, during this war, we only lost 7 people. Well, that's not a war. That's not what that is. It's not a war. They gone, man.
More than 60 years. Tonight, their memories and the memories of so many others in pieces.
And you can see the heartbreaking damage.
Look at the. Let me enlarge this, son. Look at the damage. If they didn't tell you there was a house there, you won't even know it. You wouldn't know there was a home there, and it's completely and utterly flattened, man. So what you guys going to do? Shoot the tornado? Take the tornado food stamp away? Increase its rent? I don't know, man. You know, post funny, mocking video showing this tornado as an ape.
And you can see the heartbreaking damage behind me, just piles of homes in pieces, including that of Ed and Arlene Kozlowski. Their grandson telling us their home, or what's left of it, is in that pile. Tom.
Okay, that's some of the things that are going around the world, and people are pretending everything is good, everything is all right. This thing is coming out of everywhere. This isn't just physically, like you saying, oh, those are the physical tornado. There's these emotional tornadoes that pass in the midst of those people that do a lot of damage because they are watching their main man, Sir Trump himself here, is not doing anything to help them, but to help his friend, Sir BB, and the other investors making a bunch of war for no reason. And people are like, well, you know, they've been threatening us. They say they hate it. They got nuclear weapon and stuff. You know, so does North Korea. So does China. So does Russia. And you are going to go against them. The war will come to boots on the ground. And then when it happens, a lot of people going to lose their goddamn mind. A lot of people going to try to protest because, you know, it worked before. So if we protest, and, you know, we ain't going to be drafted. The table will turn pretty quickly. And what's going to happen is there's a bandwagon going on online, and people will wish that they didn't get involved with this bandwagon. They will wish that I should have go to my house and my bloodline, because you are going to be drafted in this thing if you claim you are that thing. This is not going to end up well. Let's keep on moving.
Well, this morning, a major update on the crisis in Cuba. In a rare televised announcement this morning, President Miguel Diaz-Canel says talks with the U.S. are underway, but he warns any agreement is still far off. Our Erica Gonzalez is tracking this right now. Erica, the acknowledgement of these negotiations from Cuba is a really big step. We know oil is running out and the electrical grid is crumbling there, but the president says that talks are still in the very early stages.
Yeah, the headline here, Austin, is that the Cuban president is confirming what has widely been reported for the last few weeks, and that is that Cuba is in talks with the United States. Now, before we talk more, I want you to take a listen to when Diaz-Canel confirmed that. Take a listen.
El gobierno y el Estado cubano.
This dude's name is Miguel Diaz-Canel. Well, Miguel means Michael, Diaz, I'm assuming Diaz mean day. Okay, let's see what's the name mean. Diaz Canel. I'm familiar with Pud Canel, but what is the meaning of the name Diaz? Son of Diego? The surname Diaz, I confuse Diaz with Dia. Spanish patronymic name, son of Diego. It originates from the Iberian Peninsula. Of course, we do know that you guys are not the true Iberian over there. Medieval personal name Diego from the Latin Didacus, which with the Z denoting son of. The namely is highly common in Spain and stuff. Okay, all right. Son of Diego, with Diego traditionally associated with Latin Didacus or the Hebrew name Jacob, supplanter. So Diego, Jacob is pretty much the same thing. Okay, let me double check if Diego and Jacob or Diaz is pretty much the same thing. Define the name Diego. Ah, boy. Didacus. Diego is traditionally Spanish masculine name with the debated origins, most commonly interpreted as meaning teacher, instructor, or supplanter. Yes, it is the same, supplanter. All right, we say it mean Jacob. All right. All right. So the name Canel is a rare surname or uncertain, likely multi-generational origins, most commonly found in Guatemala. It is often interpreted as a variant of the French topographic name Canel, water, Chanel, pipe, a Turkish ornament named friendly hand, or an old form of cinnamon. All right, we'll take friendly hand. So basically, this president, is that what that is? All right, hang on. Let me see. Let me double check here.
From Cuba is a really big step. We know oil is running out and the electrical grid is crumbling there, but the president says that talks are still in the very early stages.
Yeah, the headline here, Austin, is that the Cuban president is confirming what has widely been reported for the last few weeks, and that is that Cuba is in talks with the United States. Now, before we talk more, I want you to take a listen to when Diaz-Canel confirmed that. Take a listen.
El gobierno y el Estado.
So his name is actually Diaz-Canel, Miguel Diaz-Canel, which literally translates as Michael, okay, Jacob, Diego, Jacob, Canel, gently or friendly hand. The name or the message here is said, the gentle hand of Michael is covering Jacob. Do not fear, you are protected. Be at peace. The main name literally means Michael the Archangel's kind hand is here to protect Jacob. That is all. Great glory, give the mighty one great praise. Let's keep on moving.
Cubano, funcionarios cubanos sostuvieron recientemente conversaciones con representantes del gobierno de los Estados Unidos. Nuestro pueblo, en especial para los representantes de la prensa cubana, cuando estamos en la víspera del Día de la Prensa Cubana, un homenaje a la Fundación por Martí del periódico.
Diaz-Canel went on to say that these talks are focused on finding solutions through dialogue and to try to find common ground on differences between the two nations. He says international factors forced this dialogue, but he did not say what that was. Now, he also says no petroleum shipments have arrived on the island in the past 3 months, which he blamed on a U.S. energy blockade. You'll remember there have been constant blackouts in Cuba. He says,
and I really don't want to go into this whole blackout. You do know people used to live before electricity, right? I myself is quite familiar with the darkness. And to a degree, I love the darkness. You know, I love sometime I can use the darkness to mask myself or hide in the midst of it so the enemy won't see me. But nonetheless, the modern times, you know, scaling when it comes to economy, you need electricity.
As Cuba, which produces 40% of its petroleum, has been generating its own power, but that it hasn't been enough to meet that demand. He said the lack of power has affected communications, education, transportation, and that the government has had to postpone surgeries for tens of thousands of people as a result. Now, Diaz-Canel noted that Cuba is willing to carry out this process only on the basis of equality and respect for the country's political systems and for Cuba's, quote, sovereignty and self-determination. And of course, that could be seen as a direct response to calls from President Trump and his Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who have called for regime change on the island. Austin.
And here's the thing, here's the word that I love those people use, sovereignty. You know, I'm a sovereign nation and stuff. Oh, this is a sovereign nation. They can do this to them. They can do this to. We can do this to this. America is a sovereign nation. Nobody should tell America anything. And then when you guys go into other people say, hey, we need a regime change here, man. You know, and you go ahead, you destroy other people, you steal their resources. And the guys that we are bringing them democracy, we are bringing them civilization. And you depleted their economics, their finances, and you just have a few more months you can hang on by doing this. Of course, that is when you won your blessing, you know, when you had the sword. Now things working a little bit different. See, Cuba has an actual army. Okay, they may not be able to fight and win, but they will put on an actual fight. And there will be casualties, because there were casualties before during the whole John F. Kennedy fiasco at Pig of Bay or Bay of Pig or whatever that is over there in Cuba. It's not gonna end up well. So let's keep on moving. You know, all this fiasco is good to watch you people going at each other's throat. 4 charges with assault after beat down at Cheddar's. Oh boy.
If there's at least one aggravating factor and no mitigating factors, a guilty defendant is to be sentenced to death. So sentence me.
This was just a horrible crime. And today in Maricopa County Court, a man accused of crucifying a New River pastor, very well liked up there, asked that he be put to death. Adam Schiff has admitted he murdered the man for religious reasons.
12 News journalist Sean Rice is here now with more on.
Again, this happened like a couple of years ago, but this was uploaded yesterday. And again, this is the pastor, all right, a typical pastor, white pastor, and this is this dude with some Hebrew letters around his neck. Can't wait for the camp to say he's one of us. So this guy, he got murdered. He was a pastor. And why did he murder it? Specifically for religious purposes. And there is a backstory of people like this dude. There's a reason why he did this. All right, let us listen, see what's going on in the midst of the priesthood of Mahan.
12 News journalist Sean Rice is here now with more on how this hearing went. And Sean, it's not every day that someone asked to be executed right in open court.
First time I've heard it. And there's a first for everything. And unfortunately, this is a first for killing pastors for religious reasons. As Troy said, just an awful crime. Adam Schiff expressed annoyance over how long this court process is taking, now 10 months after he was arrested for killing New River pastor Bill Scheineman. Today, Schiff claimed he has no mental health problems and is very aware of the consequences of his actions.
And this is exactly what it is. This man is not only being honest, he is being real. People that do things like that, beloved, it's not like, oh, he had some mental illness. Oh, he was listening to rap music. Oh, he was on drugs. Oh, he was on this. Oh, he was not on drugs. Oh, he needed his medicine. Oh, he needed his... No. That dude literally tell you, I'm going to kill this sick son of a gun because of the religion he is, the thing he's supporting, the thing he's doing, I'm going to kill him for this. And he ended up killing the fellow and then say, yeah, I'm a murderer. And the crime that I did gave me death sentence. And then they're like, nah, you don't know what you did. You have mental illness and stuff. Yeah, whatever, man.
He admits that he committed this crime and this murder, and he wants to be put to death for it. Pastor Bill was found dead inside his home last April. He led the New River Bible Church for decades. Adam Schief admits to traveling from California here to Arizona with plans to kill religious leaders all across our state. In a jailhouse interview with 12 News and other media outlets, he says he killed Bill in his home and crucified him on his own bedroom wall. He said he placed a crown of thorns on the top of the pastor's head. Just awful. He was indicted on a first-degree murder charge, and the county attorney's office last fall filed an intent to seek the death penalty. Now, today, Schief tried to plead no contest, allowing sentencing to happen without a formal admission of guilt. The prosecution objected. Then Schief offered to plead guilty. He outlined in detail all of the reasons why he wants this court process to be over. He provided no defense for his actions.
And we're dragging this out in the interest of justice. What about the victims' families? What about me? What about my family? We want closure so we can move on with our lives. You know, what I did was for naught because nobody could hear a word I'm saying. I don't have any mental health issues. I disagree entirely. There was a time in my life where I had drug addiction issues, but I conquered that.
And this morning,
and which shows you how corrupt and backward the system is. The man literally murdered this good pastor, okay, crucify him like Jesus for religious purposes. And then he knew, you guys played us. You guys talk about that Jesus crap that you made up, all this thing you made up. And he's going around in the state of Arizona, from California, murdering people, murdering the leaders. And he told you, yo, I have no mental stuff. I had some running with some drugs, but I'm fine with that. I did this thing, sentenced me to death, give the family closure. But they're like, nah, you know the drill. We gotta release you back, and saying that, we gotta show that we are still a civilized group of people. No, wait, you're not, And this thing is on Channel 12.
The judge here did not accept his guilty plea. Instead, she set a court date the end of next month where she can be certain that his plea is voluntary. The prosecution would have to prove to either a judge or a jury that there are aggravating factors, at least one present in this case, in order for Schief to be put to death for this crime. Today, Schief admitted in court that there are at least two factors that are clear and obvious in terms of can he be put to death. The victim in this case is over 70 years old, and the murder is considered heinous or depraved. We'll see how quickly the judge wants to move in accepting his guilty plea when he's back in court this next April. Tram.
All right, Sean, thank you. So let's take a legal deep dive into this case. Criminal defense attorney Josh Colesworth joins me now. Why wouldn't the judge accept his guilty plea? I mean, clearly you just heard there, he seemed pretty convincing.
Well, today, after watching the hearing, he did seem like he was cogent and he understood what was going on and he understood the penalties. But he also started the hearing by saying that he wanted to plead no contest,
right,
which is something that you can really only do if you don't remember what happened because of either a mental issue or you were on drugs or alcohol or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but then from no contest to I'm guilty. Take it for what it is. But the judge said no.
Yeah, not yet. Now, she did set a hearing in April where he certainly can plead guilty to first-degree murder.
Mm-hmm.
But what he can't plead guilty to is the death penalty portion of the case. So the death penalty portion is basically another trial or evidentiary hearing and must be decided either by a jury or by a judge. Mm-hmm. And so in that situation, a judge or a jury will have to determine whether or not the aggravating circumstances in the case outweigh the mitigating circumstances, and if they...
Legal jargon. The guy literally tell you, I murdered this pastor because he was a pastor. He was doing a lot of thing out there, and I'm killing those dudes. Oh, well, we have to find a mitigation, a heinous, if you really truly mean it. And the only way for us to truly, that if you truly mean it, we're going to have to go ahead and then release him back into society. Yeah. All right, then let's keep on moving.
This story is both wild and horrifying. Behind me, that gate right now is peppered with bullet holes that are covered up with white tape as armed security now protects this compound 24 hours a day. We know Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were just on the other side of the gate in an Airstream trailer Sunday when the semi-automatic gunfire erupted, striking the windshield at least twice. Rihanna's mom and the couple's 3 young children were also inside the home at the time, as E.T. is learning chilling new details about the alleged shooter.
This is what you came for.
The charges that have been filed against Ivana Lisette Ortiz include 1 count of attempted murder.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future.
10 felony counts of.
So I love seeing those. I talked about this before, but I love seeing those people going at each other's and those conspiracy theories, the damage that they done out there. They think it's a joke. They think it's cool to go out there and say, hey, and charge the comic battery, and this is the result of it. And you got Rihanna making song "Men Down," ram pam pam pam, ram pam pam pam, talking about shooting men, people shooting people. ASAP Rocky, making gangster music and stuff. Didn't a few months ago, well, last year, doing the Astro World thing, there was a stampede, couple people dying, whatever that thing was. People think they can say things and wish death and talking about death, shooting, and none of these things won't follow them. Well, that's what's going on right now. Now, with this young lady, she's talking about Jesus Christ, being Christian, the Bible in her hand. And those are the same people, the same deranged people that are coming and try to convince me that, the music industry and stuff, I need to get involved in whatever and stuff. What? I mean, I don't give a crap what those people are doing out there, man. Let them do whatever the hell they want to do. That's the let be live. Whatever I want to I don't give a crap, man. But, hey, this is the result, man.
Assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft.
And 3 felony counts of
there
shooting.
You go. So you got those people, that go online and listen to whatever that somebody say that's witchcraft or whatever, and they will literally come after you and then murdering you. A lot of those folks in the music industry use this Illuminati thing, whatever, for promotion, for advertisement, for propaganda. It helped them boost their sales, and this is the result. Was it worth it? Is it worth it to go out and pretend you are something that you're not? Is it worth it? Was it worth it? Well, here you go.
At an inhabited dwelling or camper. Ms. Ortiz is facing up to life in state prison. Law enforcement will be looking at any videos on social media.
The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows this is my heart, Lord, and I am waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're gonna do.
Haunting words from the 35-year-old who posted that YouTube video just over 2 months ago.
You get real comfortable being at home as a mom.
E.T. has learned Ivana is a resident of Florida, licensed speech pathologist, and mother with a history of prior arrests, including alleged violence against an ex-partner. Yesterday, Ivana appeared in court wearing blue jail-issue clothes and was ordered to be held on a $1.8 million bail. Her arraignment is delayed until March 25th.
Ms. Ortiz, do you waive your right to a speedy arraignment?
Yes.
Coincidentally, the same judge is presiding over Nick Reiner's double murder case.
The motivation for Ms. Ortiz is under full investigation. LA-based celebrities should not be any additionally worried because of this, in large part because of the response of the police.
So you will have those deranged people, okay, with the Holy Bible in their hands. And they can use this Bible, their whatever, and they have plenty fan. She is not a danger. It's their followers, the people that will say, you did a good job trying to murder her because she drinks baby blood. There is ritual out there. They themselves saw and things like that. The only dude that did the good job was that other guy that took out that pastor. Okay, you will have those people, they will be in your midst, they will try to infect you with whatever garbage that they want to bring and stuff like that, and they will get you involved with things, and then you will spend the rest of your life in prison. People are like, oh, she has some mental issue. She has like some mental, she's not mentally. No, she is right. If you from Florida, to get some kind of AR-15, I don't know where you get this AR-15 type of assault rifle or whatever that is. You get in the car, find out where a celebrity live, and go to that person's house, shoot the house, okay, and then fled the scene. You are not mentally unbalanced. You know exactly what you were doing, okay? Her name is Ivana, Ivan, Ortiz. You can go ahead and define the name and put it in the comment box.
People across Israel are continuing to pay the price as their government wages a multi-front war on Iran and on Hezbollah in Lebanon. One of the latest Iranian strikes hit the northern village of Zarazir near Nazareth, wounding dozens of people and severely damaging homes.
And then here's the thing. You drop bombs, nobody die. You guys been dropping bombs on each other, only 7 people die. This isn't a war. Nobody want to accept like 7 people died, and then this isn't a war, man. What the hell?
I was leaving my uncle's house in a vehicle when the missile hit this house and the one below. I felt the roof of the vehicle cave in on me.
I was at home. The whole house collapsed. Everything was destroyed.
Zarazir is one of many Palestinian-Israeli communities not protected by Israel's Iron Dome defense system, leaving them vulnerable to strikes. Interceptions occur frequently over these villages and towns where many Palestinian homes don't have adequate bomb shelters.
This is a disgrace. You cannot provide protection. How many people do you think you can fit in here? This is not a solution that can provide safety.
Hezbollah is also attacking Israel. The military said on Thursday that the group had fired around 200 rockets at Israel the night before, describing it as one of the biggest barrages since cross-border hostilities resumed earlier this month.
There was a boom, the whole house shook, glass shattered, an apocalyptic atmosphere. The main thing is everyone's okay.
2 weeks into the war between the U.S., Israel and Iran, with mixed messages from the leaders waging it, civilians caught in the crossfire are bracing for what lies ahead. Julie Dager, Al Jazeera.
So you have your people doing your wars out there, no dead bodies, no Vietnam War style, nothing out there. I can't see no dead bodies, no blood, nothing. It's just a bunch of rubble. And this side claiming he's winning, the other side claiming he's winning. Guys will slowly and surely move out of the lane. That's fine by me, man. Let's keep on moving. And this is what Iran released, okay? This is the video that they released. And this is completely accurate, all right? They actually destroy those things over there, okay, and this military stuff. So they hit England too. that's the fellow over there, you know, Sir Benjamin, you know. And they closed the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so that's the wars going on between those two dudes. All right. Well, first, beloved, personally, I have no dog in this fight, so you guys do whatever that you guys want to do concerning this, and I'm just watching you guys taking each other out. You know how long we are into this. Oh, good grief! All right, beloved. The reason why this is happening is because of Genesis 15, verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Indeed, when the 400 years is over, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. All right, the Holy One is judging this nation through the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. What you see here is plague number 9, execution by the sword, and flight and distress. Those people are being executed by the sword, and they are fleeing a lot of distress, increase of hail and snow, you know, sorrow, a bunch of those things, and it's only being increased. All right. So for the people that we got our album out, okay, you can type it. There is a link in the description. Big Levi. Oops. There we go. Big Levi, happy Jubilee. The album name is Happy Jubilee. Okay, you can get it on Amazon. It's on YouTube. Okay, all right, you can listen to it on YouTube Music, get it on Amazon Music, Spotify, Facebook. Was not aware that thing was on Facebook. These are probably. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Boy, where we were. Yes, the album. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oops. Yes, there we go. Big Levi Happy Jubilee. It's on Amazon. 19 songs, 1 hour and 17 minutes. Released February 22nd, 2026. It's everywhere. You can go ahead it. You can get the album. The instrumental version is there. All right. So you can also get the a cappella version. Enjoy the album. And we will leave you with peace. We'll leave you with love. Let's keep on moving to the videos.
Tonight, jaw-dropping video of this monster tornado barreling across an Illinois highway.
We watched that before. Let's keep on moving. Okay, they have this. I'm just going to read this. They have one of their crew, one of their tankers that was out there to fill up gas to those dudes, and they crash. You know. This thing crashed. And there's a lot of things that you guys are fighting out there. You're not telling people the things that you're fighting. You're not telling them. You say you're fighting each other, but there's something else that you guys are fighting. Okay, U.S. Central confirmed the tragedy in a public statement. You know, one of those tanker crash. And there you go. One of those giant tankers, they can refuel so. And people are wondering like what happened and how this happened. But hey, this is what it is. Okay. This is how they do the refueling. But that's the cost of war. Let's keep on moving. This is Dubai over there, financial district. And those guys are hitting everywhere, son. You know, a lot of people, especially folks that look like us, hey, I'm in Dubai, I'm in Bali, think those people are your friend and stuff like that. They fucking hate your guts. They hate your guts. If I'm going to go to Dubai or wherever, I just go there taking care of what I need to take care of. It could be on business, it could be on pleasure. But I don't need the entire world to know I'm there, this and that. Just go there and do the things that I need to do. First of all, me personally, I have no interest in going to a place that I know for a fact that they hate my guts. Okay, they hate my people there. And if somebody see me, they'll do anything they can to harm me. I don't have this type of whatever things to go over there, man. Yeah, you people want to go there, you go there. But crazy, man. Okay. All right, that's the financial district being hit. All right. Smoke pours from Dubai financial district building after hit by kamikaze drone. All right, let's keep on moving.
Yeah, I spoke with Maurice Norrington's sister this morning who lives in Chicago. She said she called police to do a well-being check when the storm slammed Kankakee County and her brother wasn't answering his phone. When police couldn't locate him, she then asked Maurice's best friend to stop by. And that's when they discovered the unimaginable.
I called him non-stop, every 30 minutes.
And her name is Angel Merritt. Okay, Angel Merritt. Let's define the word merit. Not the name, but merit. Define the word merit. Merit, the quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or reward. Angel reward, angelic reward, you know, angel excellence.
Merit.
Okay, that's the merit. Angel merit, okay?
It's to an hour, back to back, back to back.
When those calls went unanswered, Angel Merritt sent Maurice's longtime best friend over to his home near Oakwood and Elwood. It was there Wednesday morning. Maurice's friend found repair crews working in the area and asked if someone would help him search inside his friend's home, which had a large tree on top of it.
If you have to knock the door down, knock the door down. Get in that house. And they got in. Maurice's room is here, and there's another hallway here, and that's where he was laying.
The 65-year-old's body was discovered under the rubble.
65.
I never thought that I would lose my brother to a tornado.
And this is the thing. And this is the stuff. People that, okay, well, I never thought I would get involved with this. Therefore, you know, I don't need protection for that. I never thought I would this up until it happened. A loved one is gone, man. Like I told my people right now, you have loved ones that are a part of this organization. There is a effing war out there. And you know for a fact, if there is one thing that they could, if they could have done it, is sending our people over there. But it's extremely difficult for them to do this because they can no longer hurt our people the way that they used to. The last fellow that they hurt, that was one of the Most High's children, was this brother. Brother G, we're going to let the brother rest in peace. When they put their neck upon his knee, when they put their knees upon his neck, and that was the last one, they could have done this thing, and then they realized like, whoa, okay, we gotta be careful now. You have loved one, man, you need a Michael Pentacle. As I spoke before, this is serious business. Do not waste my time.
Never.
Having grown up in nearby Hopkins Park, Merritt says they're no stranger to tornadoes, but never anything as devastating like this.
I can imagine what Maurice was thinking when he hit that floor. He's in that house by himself. No one was around him, no family.
And he died.
Really just heartbreaking there. And Merritt says Maurice loved the military. He was a veteran. Family was the most important thing in his life, she says. And meanwhile, Cruz...
Again, this is another warning. This fellow was a veteran. This fellow was in the army. This fellow was this. This is just another warning for the people that are in this. Get yourself ready, son, because this thing is real, dog. I'm not trying to scare people. From day one, everything that I've been saying here is the truth. Because I am not the one that truly saying it. It is being saying through me. I am nothing but a bullhorn. And you hear the message, you ignore it at your own peril. You moving? Well, there you go. That's good too. Let's keep on moving.
Still have Maurice's street completely blocked off here while crews are trying to clear all the debris from the streets, from people's homes, and repair the down power lines. Day 3 of cleanup, guys, and I can tell you they still have a long way to go.
Let's keep on moving. 16 hours ago, this is in Hawaii, a flood. A flood.
They are definitely saying that today at the presser. Governor Josh Green really emphasized how serious this storm is and to not take it lightly, urging residents to prepare as the state is doing so as well. A state of emergency is now in effect across Hawaii as a powerful storm system moves through the islands. Officials warn it could bring some of the heaviest rainfall the state has seen in years, with dangerous conditions expected overnight.
Storm is going to be coming particularly to where our populations are the largest in the middle of the night, and that was a concern.
Some areas could see up to 15 inches of rain by the weekend, increasing the risk of flash flooding, landslides, and dangerous road conditions. Because of the storm, the state is shutting down most government operations Friday. State offices will be closed, and employees are being told not to report to work unless they are part of emergency or essential services. A move leaders say will help keep roads clear for first responders.
The roads are going to be inaccessible. It is dangerous out there with some debris.
Emergency officials say even short bursts of heavy rain can quickly flood roadways. Transportation crews are already clearing debris and prepping for possible landslides, while the Hawaii National Guard positions equipment across the islands.
High risk of flood. So be careful when you drive through roadways or flooded roadways.
Then again, it's everywhere. I believe today, flooding. We had a flooding today, flooding. And South Florida, Miami or Fort-Lauderdale, 5 hours ago. Okay, there you go. 5 hours ago. Yeah.
Okay, that looks like next level fun, but Lisette, help us time it all out. How do we plan to go out there and not get drenched?
Yeah, you definitely need
there's
the
a
rain.
flooding like today. I couldn't even get out. Thing was too bad. Flooding and let's see, Fort Lauderdale right here. Oops. They haven't get it, and it's every year. That was 2 years ago. It's every year. They haven't come, but this thing is really bad. It's really bad. Let's see if we can filter that for today. Okay, that's the only thing they put there. That's the only thing. They haven't showed a video, but it is bad. Okay, it is bad. Whenever they put it, if I have time, I'll put it there. Let's keep on moving.
And also at 4:30, a former police officer finding himself on the wrong side of the law after being involved in a hit and run.
And now we're learning a little bit more about how he's been fired from the force. Local 10's Byron Tollefson is live for us in Davie with the details. Byron.
Well, Lauderhill police say they hired this officer back last August, and when this all happened, he was put on probation and then officially terminated on Wednesday, and now this officer is in legal trouble, too. A Lauderhill police officer off the job tonight and facing criminal charges. Davie police say 33-year-old Thomas Manfredi hit a motorcyclist with his vehicle late Tuesday night and then took off without calling 911. The crash leaving the motorcyclist on a ventilator in the hospital after fracturing his right fibula and tibia, requiring surgery. Police believe that Manfredi was out to eat with his girlfriend and left the restaurant around 11:30. A witness says the motorcyclist was going north on South University Drive, and Manfredi did not yield, taking a left turn and crashing into the motorcyclist before police say he left the scene. Investigators say they found Jeep parts there, and surveillance video put Manfredi near the scene just minutes before the crash, showing his vehicle was just fine, while video footage from his apartment later that night showed damage to his rear bumper and a missing right taillight. Police say Manfredi also lied about how his vehicle was damaged. He appeared in bond court with prosecutors speaking to the motorcyclist's injuries and the officer's lawyer responding.
As a result of the crash, the victim suffered a broken leg, which required surgery, and he was intubated. I'm asking the court to set bond on count one at $50,000.
It's simply an accident. It's not high speed. It's, as Mr. Wiener said, my client has no prior criminal history. He also has no prior traffic history.
The officer was ultimately released on bond. He is facing 2 charges, including failing to stop at a crash involving serious injury and giving a false report to police. We did just hear back from the officer's lawyer, and we'll hear what he has to say coming up at 5:30 about this case. For now, live in Davie, Byron Tollefson, Local 10 News.
Yeah, so this police officer, well, at least ex-police officer, hit this fellow and then take off. He didn't even call himself. He didn't call his body. Okay, so, all right, well, let's keep on moving, man. Show you that you lost the sword. All right, things is real out there, man.
By this tragedy in our community.
We have breaking news right here. Law enforcement in Norfolk, Virginia, holding a press conference with updates on that deadly Old Dominion University shooting. This is Special Agent from the FBI speaking right now. Let's take a listen.
Extreme bravery and
okay,
courage
wait, hang
by
on.
containing the student.
Oh, that happened yesterday.
Or I'm sorry, containing the shooter and stopping further loss of life.
Norfolk, Virginia.
The FBI is now the lead investigative agency. The FBI continues to ask for the public.
That's not the FBI thing that I wanted. Where's the FBI thing that said there's a shooting? Okay, there you go. That's better. Let's watch this one.
How it was an act of terrorism?
Okay, this
I
only
can
play
tell
on my
you
left
that
ear.
we have confirmed reports that prior to him conducting this act of terrorism, he shouted or stated Allah Akbar, and he was formerly a subject of a FBI investigation in material supporting terrorism.
Agent, were there explosives in his car?
We have no information about any explosives in his car or anywhere else at this time.
Did he have one weapon?
As far as I know, we only know of one weapon that he had on his person at this time.
What kind of aid was he giving to ISIL 10 years ago?
He wanted to conduct a terrorist attack similar to that in Fort Hood, Texas.
Is there any mention of the war in Iran right now?
None whatsoever.
Anyway, man, they are doing the best that they can to, drag out people into this nonsense. All right.
Active shooter on the ODU campus. I think he's subdued. That's my building I had to be in over there.
Old Dominion terrorist Mohammed Baylor Jallo had been...
anytime, they put, anybody that kind of look like us, the other dude that did this thing the other day, property of Allah, and then this dude. So our people will have some kind of thing to jump into there and say, hey, we're part of this now. Yeah, whatever.
Been serving time in federal prison up until 2024 for helping plot a heinous attack against the U.S., but ended up being cut loose early, records show. The 36-year-old ISIS-linked maniac, who was killed after he opened fire at the Virginia University Thursday, was sprung from federal custody December 23, 2024, after serving roughly 8 years of his 11-year sentence. Jallo, who was a former member of the Virginia National Guard, was originally sentenced in 2017 after confessing to providing material to the Islamic State. He had previously claimed to a federal informant to know how to shoot guns and praised the gunman who killed 5 U.S. military members in a terrorist attack in Chattanooga, Tennessee in July 2015, the Justice Department said at the time of his plea deal. Jallo also stated he had been thinking about conducting an attack similar to the terrorist attack at Fort Hood, Texas in November 2009, which killed 13 people and wounded 32 others, the statement said. It wasn't immediately clear why his prison release was moved up, and the Bureau of Prisons did not immediately respond.
Anyway, you guys released this dude, you made him do these things, so people will say, hey, he's one of us, let's go out there and march and put this or whatever. Well, whoever did this can show a living snake of death. We don't care, we do not move, we are not dismayed. Let's keep on moving.
Just when you thought it was over, back-to-back storm systems are giving the season its last 1-2 punch across the northern plains and the upper Midwest. Winter not giving up just yet as we watch for the potential for 5 to 8 inches of snow in northern Minnesota, Michigan, and the Dakotas. Let's take a look at the setup. So back-to-back systems, first one today and tomorrow. This one's going to be a classic clipper system, and it's not going to bring a whole lot in the way of accumulation, but it's definitely going to bring some snow and gusty winds to the Great Lakes. We're looking at areas north of I-94 picking up the accumulation of 5 to 8 inches. Britta, it's this next round that's really going to add to the snowpack, isn't it?
And we have some time to kind of fine-tune where the heaviest snow will be. But I got to be honest, the computer models are showing an impactful winter storm.
So this is March, man. March 17. 8 days, winter should be gone, but yet they are dealing with this type of crap. I don't want to play the next video, but all right, well, let's go ahead.
Push! So push, count! What are you doing, count? Push! You were too cheap a picture! Push, count! Oh, I'm getting rain on count! Push! Push! Over here! What are you doing? Go! Oh, too fast! Too fast!
Guys, is the world ending? Because why did gas go up a whole $1 in one day? Like, what is going on?
Hey, what happened to all the MAGAs that were on here posted about how cool it was that gas prices went down a few cents under Trump? Where are you guys at now? What happened? Oh, I guess gas prices kind of went up, didn't they? Well, hey, since you love this war in Iran so much, why don't you post about how cool it was that America bombed a school and we killed over 100 children? Why don't you post about that?
Gas prices are through the roof. What's going on with the fucking gas prices? 2 days ago, I filled up the car with gas. It cost me $23, right? I think I put $27. I'm driving a Honda Civic. Look at my gas tank. I'm headed to pick up my kids. I'm stressed out. I can't afford to drive back. $27 got me half a tank in a Honda Civic. This is a 4-banger. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Listen, bro, I'm all for Trump being a motherfucking thug. I love it. I think he's super duper entertaining, but now it's affecting my pockets. Now I got some V8s on my lot. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell nan V8 with gas prices at $3.50. 2 days ago, they was $2.78. Now they $3.50. And then we're stuck in traffic. Yo, this is just eating gas. I need a Tesla. Oh my, yo, how are you guys handling these gas prices? I guarantee you, by the middle of night.
Well, the thing is, like, a Tesla or electric car is no different. It's no different. The moment those people think because of the war, they increase gas. There was war, they increased gas. There was no war, they increased the price of everything. And if you have like a Tesla, you charge it at the house, your bill come too high. You say, what happened? Oh, it's data center, or the data centers of doing this. Now you're paying as much as you're supposed to pay by getting like a regular car, a regular gas car. Oh, data center. Oh, what's the gas cost? Oh, the war. But there ain't no war. You guys did this. There is a war. You guys still doing that. And that's what they do, okay?
Next month, gas prices are at $5 if things don't fucking chill out right now. Right now. And money's hard. People ain't making money. People are maxed out on their credit cards. People owe Klarna. People owe Fingerhut. People owe me. Oh my God, people owe me. With gas prices like this, I don't think I'm going to get paid.
Hello guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel.
So anyway, that's some of the reaction or whatever what's going on over there, and you know, let's keep on moving.
This is what you need to know now. Deadly tornadoes ripping through the Midwest, leaving homes destroyed and power outages across 2 states. New images of a commercial ship on fire as Iran strikes 2 ships in the Strait of Hormuz, escalating the conflict in the region. Fresh inflation data shows prices holding steady before the war, but rising gas prices could spark future pressures.
And here's the thing, man. That's what you guys do. Whether something is going well, you increase the price. Rent was already expensive. Mortgages look expensive. Whatever the housing prices is still expensive. War started, you guys still gonna put more money and make people pay more because that's what you people do.
Plus, former First Lady Jill Biden breaking her silence on her husband's decision to drop out of the 2024 presidential race. And scoring bonanza, the NBA player who scored 83 points in 1 game. We have much more what you need to know now.
All right, pretty much the whole thing that we just discussed here.
Welcome everybody into Redacted on.
Okay, so I don't like getting those dudes involved in what I'm doing, but I'm just going to read the headline. Okay, Iran war day 10, gas prices headed to $8 per gallon. You know, U.S. hidden. You know, U.S. hiding American wounded and dead. Yes, they're hiding the fact. There are a lot of wounded and a lot of dead. You know, and I'm not gonna go into this because of that. And here's the video of them lying.
Sergeant Benjamin N. Pennington is the 7th service member to be killed in the Iran war. Pennington was injured after an attack on Prince Sultan Air Base last week and succumbed to his injuries, bringing the number of U.S. war casualties to 7.
This is not casualties, man. 7 people die in a war. That's not a war. That's some kind of mass shooting or some kind of conflict and stuff like that. This isn't the war. If you guys drop 50 missiles, you only kill 7 people, and each of those missiles costs like $2 million. You spend $100 million to kill 7 people. Get out of here.
The U.S. Central Command commented on the news. Last night, a U.S. service member passed away from injuries received during the Iranian regime's initial attacks across the Middle East. The service member was seriously wounded at the scene of an attack on U.S. troops in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on March 1st. The news came a day after the dignified transfer of the 6 soldiers who were killed during a strike last week in Kuwait. The president has previously said there will likely be more U.S. casualties in the Iran war.
Are you worried you're going to end up coming back to Dover for more of these such dignified transfers?
Sure, I hate to do it, but it's a part of war, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing, beloved. A few months ago, Sir Trump literally renamed the Department of Defense the Department of War. Okay? Because they are ready to go to war. They know they had to go to war. And a bunch of people didn't see that. A bunch of people think, okay, well, this is just a good move because, oh, we love war. That's going to scare other country for attacking us. I don't know when was the last time another country attacked America. Right, 9/11 and stuff. But the dumbest, the dumbest MAGA or whoever, right wing, left wing out there, and ask them who caused 9/11, and they'll tell you. So what you're seeing here, beloved, is 83 losing their freaking mind. They are losing their marbles. They are losing the blessing, the sword. Their sword is broken. Once again, to my beloved out there, be at peace. Do not be moved. Do not be dismayed. Don't be this fellow. Don't be this guy that will get involved because there's somebody that look like us or somebody that actually are us getting hurt. You know, because a lot of Negro that are on the other side that sold their soul and they sold their birthright, they will suffer. Hopefully I am wrong, man. Hopefully I'm wrong in the draft or whatever, but here she's coming. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. I say shalom.